listen, I guess save whatever face, and the network doesn't care. They can't be bothered.
Well, to your point about kind of time, makes everybody disappear to some degree or whatever. I mean, I think Ramona is smart enough to see what's happened with NeNe, what's happened with Bethenny, although of course they'd have Bethenny back in a heartbeat. But, I think Ramona is smart in playing this like, hey, I'm just going to step back. It's me. And, you don't know what 2 years brings. It works in both directions, right? I mean, look, we're finally bringing back Jill Zarin. Of course, Jill's a different issue, but maybe you give it 2 years. There's all of a sudden Ramona comes back. Everybody's forgotten. Of course, some people on the internet will remember, but everybody will have moved on. There'll be multiple other new scandals. And maybe she comes back for a girls' trip. Maybe she comes back and she's suddenly a friend again on New York. You don't know. So I think she's smart to just let it breathe.
She's smart to let it breathe. And I mean, hello, paging Lisa Rinna. Have you spoken to Ramona? Lisa should call Ramona and do the same. Lisa should just post about life. I was so proud of her the other day. I was so proud of our Rinna because she posted a picture out at a diner, eating outside, having eggs and a bagel and coffee with Harry. Bravo, Lisa. Great. That's what you should be posting. Post that and post the daughters and post Rinna Beauty and Rinna Wines. I mean, just lay off the crazy this, that, Garcelle, Kath. It's over. So I think to your point, Ramona is doing it right. And that's what Rinna should be doing. Mind you, we also have, did you see the death threats that Rinna has gotten?
Yeah, that's so crazy. I mean, all these women get them, and it's just, I don't know who these people are. I mean, it's very scary because, again, this is a TV show, and I think by now we're 20 years into reality TV. It is manipulated. I mean, they're setting these women up to go to lunches so they'll fight, and they're telling them before they get there, okay, you're aware that Rinna said you have Munchausen's, right? And I mean, they're telling them all these things. They're setting the scene, guys. So while it's real, these people have these eccentric lives and they're weird and bizarre, like Ramona, and they drink too much. I mean, all these situations are manipulated to a degree. And so I don't know who these people are. It's very scary that they're writing, you should be in heaven, not heaven. You should be with where Lois is, implying Rinna should be dead. Yeah. The best part that happened this season was Lois dying or whatever. I mean, who are you to write that to people? I mean, people are and this is like a show of catfish, I mean, they really should do Trolled and, go and see these trolls. They're people just living the most pathetic, sad lives in their basement. And, it's shocking. It's probably someone you would never suspect is doing it. But I feel bad for Ren. I feel bad for all of them. Same with Garcelle. Oh, it's so crazy.
We'll get into that. I mean, no, it's when I read that, so Rena's like, I'm putting this on blast. I'm the same way. I think once or twice I put someone on blast, like, as you should. Who the hell? Right. Like when Robin got that, like, who is saying to her, like, the best thing that happened is your mother died? I mean, I'm sorry. That is it's so bad. It's so just like,
crazy. It's crazy.
So like, I mean, it wouldn't keep me off a show. It's just like, yeah, you got to post it and not internalize it. But that's just, that was bad. That was bad to me. That was bad. And I mean,
look, I've certainly made a lot of mistakes in things that I've said over the years, but I mean, I've never wished death upon anyone, even, my own worst enemy at the time. And so I also think when you post things like that, when you put it out, I mean, you're inviting your bad karma to come back to you. I mean, Lois didn't do anything wrong. And you're like saying that about her and then wishing this on someone, I don't know. You have to be careful what you put out there just for your own karmic. I mean, there's a karmic balance, or God is at work in this universe. So I don't know. That was weird to me. I don't know why people do that.
It's really bad. Before we go, we'll talk about my diet next time because I've gotten 3,000 emails. But also this whole Kathy Hilton thing, the whole pajama party she was with Kris Jenner. I feel like, first of all, Kathy Hilton just loves taking a picture with Kris Jenner these days. Like, just to say, You remember you weren't sure who was like in with Kris Jenner, Rinna? Like, I just look, it's her friend. She's not like a fame whore. She doesn't want like her picture with like the ultimate Kris Jenner. Cause I mean, at this point, I don't know. I think Kris Jenner is right up there with Kathy as far as the money goes.
Oh,
Probably. But so it's nothing like that. But I just, every time I see a picture of them together, I just feel I just feel Kathy's just a little like, let's just twist the knife in Rinna's back because she ain't going to no Car Jenner, you know, pajama party anytime
yes.
in this lifetime. Let's just remind her who rules Hollywood. I just think it's kind of funny whether you're team this or team that.
I love it.
It's great shade. So she did give an interview recently where she's like, you know, I haven't spoken to Kyle and this and that and BravoCon and, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Like they're still not speaking and it just is what it is.
Yes.
Diana is hanging out with Crystal.
Interesting. Don't you find that interesting? Now they've been friends for a while. I mean, I was looking into this friendship. I mean, they were hanging out and Crystal was basically talking about how great Diana was. I mean, even back in the summer, right? Before all the drama and you know, what is Diana behind the bots, all that stuff. But it's interesting to me because Crystal, like, I thought, and I think is very close with Garcelle and Sutton. And Garcelle, it's so clear, does not like Diana. I don't know. That's an interesting friendship to me.
You know what
Yeah.
you know what I love about it? Well, I mean, and also she was hanging out with Rinna and Erica 2 days before or like a week before. Here's what I love about it. I love two things since I know all these people in the real world. You know, I say it all the time. I hate the fake ones and I hate the fucking afraid ones, you know? So I
Yeah.
love it in the sense that Crystal's like, I mean, I didn't even think of Garcelle, but you have a good point. I just think of like, you know, I just think of like that she's like, you know, like, fuck you, Bravo. Like, this is my friend.
I'm going to hang out with her regardless. Oh, you
Yeah.
felt like it was more that kind of a hangout. That's interesting.
Well, I just thought it was like, this is my friend, you know?
Yeah. That's
You
really
know, and like, because look, Crystal's future is, you know,
up in the air. Yeah, we know
yeah,
that,
it's, you
right?
know,
We know that they're like, yeah, we're not sure where she's going to go. So I will
so,
be very curious.
you know, what was I going to say? So that's my thing.
I think you're getting like breaking news as you're getting breaking quotes that David Yontef has to do, but it's fine because we've got to go anyway. And then next, we have so much to talk. There's just so much going on. And it's like
Um,
New Jersey, more New Jersey news. We obviously have a release date now for the next episode of New Jersey or season of New Jersey. I mean, Joe and Melissa. Oh, we have a ton. Denise Richards being shot at out here in Los Angeles. Oh my gosh.
okay,
And
so we have
Shaw, we got to talk about
oh
next time.
God. And I have to do this diet. Like I know some people
And
don't
we got to
think they
talk.
care, but yes, we have to start with the Jen Shaw stuff
And
next time.
let's talk about Tom Girardi's CFO being arrested because I want from a lawyer's perspective what that could mean for Tom Girardi. Like, even though I don't know where Tom Girardi has Alzheimer's or dementia, is he exempt from being arrested? I mean,
And Erica's been involved. She's made some comments. Man, if you got everyone needs to tune into our next show.
subscribe.
The Sarah Fraser show, Behind the Velvet Rope. Sarah, I will see you very, and I mean very soon.